There is a new music venue in the city. Today, the Bronx Music Hall opens to the public. More than $15 million of 14,000 square feet, this venue. It is the first newly constructed performance venue in the borough in more than 50 years. The new facility will also be the new permanent home of the Bronx Music Heritage Center. Here to talk more about this is Grammy-nominated Bronx artist and co-artistic director of the Music Heritage Center, Bobby Sanabria. Welcome to the Rush Hour. And also I want to introduce you to the vice president of community development at WEDCO, which is the nonprofit that created the Bronx Music Heritage Center and developed the Bronx Music Hall project as well. So first of all, Carrie McLean, thank you for coming on and talking a little bit about this. And why don't we talk about what this project is going to offer now that it's up and running?
The Bronx Music Hall, which is the permanent home of the Bronx Music Heritage Center, is going to provide the opportunity for Bronxites and New Yorkers to enjoy music that represents the traditions, the musical traditions, the cultural traditions of the Bronx.
Yeah, talk a little bit, Bobby, about what programming is going to be offered there.
Well, it's a little bit of everything because we have such incredible diversity in the Bronx. Actually, the Bronx best represented cultural diversity and integration in the 50s. Morris High School was the most integrated high school back then, and that's represented musically with all the different cultures. So we're going to have everything from Latin-oriented jazz, salsa, all the different folk music traditions, from the Irish to the Jewish communities, Italian communities from Pakistan, India, etc., Africa. We've done it all already in the Bronx Music Heritage Center in our small space, and now we're going to continue that in the Bronx Music Hall.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have a brand new space to really create from the ground up to fulfill your needs that are probably different from 50 years ago or more than that when the last venue of this type, even remotely close to it, was created. Tell me a little bit, Carrie, about the way this space will be used, not only for performances, but more than that.
Yes, we really anticipate this being a space where people can feel belonging and connection. It's so important in this time for people to connect and to feel like they're a part of something larger. And as Bobby mentioned, there's so many cultures in the Bronx for people to really celebrate together. So there'll be a recording and production studio in this space, as well as a dance studio in this space for people to enjoy, and of course, low cost and free performances for people to engage as well.
Yeah, that's so wonderful. Bobby, grand opening weekend starts tonight. Talk about what some of the highlight performances are going to be.
Oh, it's incredible. Tonight we celebrate hip hop, born and raised in the South Bronx. And the hall in and of itself is 10 blocks away from where I grew up. It's on the East 163rd. I grew up in East 153rd Street in the South Bronx. And we're celebrating with the greatest lyricist in the history of hip-hop, Grandmaster Caz, the first female rapper, Sha Rock, Queen Sha Rock, Uptown Vinyl Supreme, the incredible DJ Collective, and an Afro-Haitian group called Congo. Tomorrow, my multi-Grammy-nominated 24-piece multiverse orchestra is performing, along with David Amram, the great multi-instrumentalist composer. He's our guest. And Ricky Gordon's great second-line group that represents New Orleans is going to march in procession, honoring the connection between New Orleans and the Bronx musically. And Sunday, we're going to have a full day of community activities with various folkloric groups representing the community.
The Bronx is going to be rocking.
Yes.
It always has been. People just don't know it.
and just finally, Carrie, for people who want to somehow get involved and participate in not only an opening weekend, but any of the programming, what's the best way for them to connect and find out what might be the best connection for them to engage with this place?
Definitely. Just go to bronxmusichall.org. That's the website, bronxmusichall.org, or follow us on Instagram at BxMusic.
We got the website right there on the bottom of your screen. Bobby and Carrie, thank you so, so much. Really appreciate your coming on and sharing details of the space with us.
Thank you. We'll see you
at
the place for all, the Bronx Music Hall.
That's the place to be.